Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting 6, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. Foul ball, still 0-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next pitch is downstairs. On the ground, Estrada. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here at Coors Field and getting to start, Framber Valdez.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
One out, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the shortstop, Ezekiel.
Next to hit, Ezekiel Tovar. And that drops in for a strike. McMahon leads off first with one away. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's Michael Tolia. Ball one, no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that is that. So one left for Colorado. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Astros, Chaz McCormick. Marquez back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And right back to the mound. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Ben Gamel. That one finds the zone. 0-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Bouchard. And it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder Jake Myers.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake Myers will hit next.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Yeah, that's outside. Full count, 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Led off this game with a double. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Foul ball. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
2 outs. And that's downstairs. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him swinging. 1 left for Houston, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of the
Rockies,
second. Here's Chris Bryant
designated
now.
hitter, Chris Bryant.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Next offering is down low. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Missed inside with the curve. Fouls one off. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting sixth,
Now here's Nolan
left fielder,
Jones.
Nolan Jones.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And
That's
another
ball
ball.
two.
Next offering is fouled back.
Inside ball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Thairo Estrada to the plate. Off the mark there, and that's ball one. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Ground ball right side. Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail here 1-0. And we're back.
Leading off
New
for
inning
the
getting
Astros,
started. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Paredes, an all-star a season ago, batting second in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering misses, and 1-1.
Let's go, Rockies!
Popped up. Tolia drifts towards it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Alvarez,
Inside,
the
ball
next
1.
to hit, takes ball 1. One down, base is empty. And that's
Two
in the
balls,
dirt.
no strikes.
2-0. And there's a foul ball.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, just a beautiful
Now batting,
fastball
the
on the
first
inside
baseman,
corner for that
Christian
backwards
Walker.
K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Christian Walker getting ready to hit. First
Ball.
pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And a foul ball. They say you win.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and
That's ball
in,
2.
and the count is even 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Astros are down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Denver,
Leading
now
off
it's the
for
right
the
fielder,
Rockies.
Sean Bouchard.
Right fielder, Sean Bouchard.
That's
Ball,
a little
that's
bit
ball.
low. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one ripped. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A soaring shot to center. And we're level. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Jacob Stallings now. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. First
That's the
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone. Tied up here in the early going. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just
Ball
misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, third
Ryan
baseman,
McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan
1 for 1 with a single
McMahon.
so far. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
Not close with that one. Ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Tovar in the box now. No balls and a strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And it hits the fence. They're waving McMahon home. He'll score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Michael Tolia flied to right his first time.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Pitch is in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off. He was late. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 4-1.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here is Chris Bryant. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that's outside. Outside low. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And down on strikes. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the 4th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Let's go, Rockies! Go, Colorado!
That
Off the
misses.
plate,
Ball one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that's in there at the knees. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And misses inside. High fly ball out to left field. Jones hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Chas McCormick.
2 down, base is empty. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time up. And that is out of play. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off for
4.
the Rockies.
Now here is
Left
Nolan
fielder,
Jones.
Nolan Jones.
That one
that's off
missed.
the plate.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Next offering is downstairs.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And that misses. 3-1. That one misses.
that's ball 4.
So a leadoff
Take the
walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't
second
offer at it.
baseman,
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man at first. Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies. He's 0 for 1. And there's a curve through for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Caleb Ort, the young right-hander, up and throwing. King also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike. Jones gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses. 1-2 to
1
count.
ball, 2 strikes to count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Bouchard batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Line to left. Can't get there, and it deflects off him.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob.
First and second, one out.
Stallings.
Now the Rockies catcher, Jacob Stallings. And there's a ball. One out. Runners at first and second. Grounder might be two. Over to Altuve. To Walker, and that's two. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Rockies 4 and the Astros 1. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the Astros,
Top five, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ben Gamel. Marquez back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Let's go, Rockies!
Myers stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering is in for a strike. The Astros trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That one missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's too high.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Doyle sizes this one up. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants. Nicely done for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
That clips the zone, and it's 0-1. Outside with a breaking ball. He swings and fouls one off. Just off the inside edge. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The other way. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for Houston.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros,
74.
Brian King.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan McMahon. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Rockies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Fastball is outside.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
The 1-2. Stays alive. Doyle leads off second with nobody out.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike
Ezekiel.
zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Tovar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
Move to second, and he dives back in safely. That one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Man at second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. He's already homered here in this one. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 away with nobody on. Chris Bryant digging in for the Rockies. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
And a big swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. Yeah, the count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Tap foul at the plate. That misses, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Let's go, Rockies. Swing.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Sends it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Christian Walker.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Walker, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one drifts inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Outside.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And the Astros put down in order. Nothing doing here this half. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rockies 6 and the Astros 1. Forrest Whitley on to pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies. He is struck out and he is walked. breaking ball drops in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ort up and throwing. Contreras getting cranked up as well. Started after it, appeal to third, and Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So up
second
next,
baseman,
Tyro Estrada. 0 for 2 in this one.
Estrada.
That's
Nope.
off the mark.
Ball one.
1-0.
That's a ball. 2-0.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's in there, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a soft liner out to left field. Nice grab.
Now batting, right fielder, Sean.
So in
Bouchard.
now for Colorado, Sean Bouchard. He's already homered in this game. In there for strike 1. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, and a count 2-1. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Let's go, Rockies! Come on!
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
Now
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Jacob Stallings digging in for the Rockies.
Let's go, Colorado!
Hot shot to third. To second, Altuve. Inning over. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies 6 and the Astros 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Rockies.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Justin
61.
Lawrence.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Yainer
Leading off
Diaz
for the
now at the
Astros,
plate. 1 for
catcher,
2.
Yainer Diaz.
Let's go, Rockies!
Right side. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Come on, Dustin, all right.
Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Victor Vodnik getting loose out there. Alexander, the lefty, warming up as well. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Let's go, Rockies.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
McCormick at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That's down and in. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. McCormick, the runner at first with 2 gone. Down and in, moved his feet. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rockies 6 and the Astros 1. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle.
And first offering is fouled off. That one blasted deep to right, way back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. On the outside corner, 0-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Myers should have this one. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Up next for the Rockies, the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Next for Colorado, Ezekiel Tovar.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That's inside. And the count now 2-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ball line to center. Myers makes the play. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting when there's a play at the plate and potential inning ender. Great throw by the outfielder, but awesome as well by the catcher. That's a nice play all around.
Back here in Denver, ready to begin the eighth, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Lawrence back to work,
Ball.
and that is downstairs.
Ball one, no
and
strike.
that's ball one. Swung on, belted, back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A gigantic blast. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the...
Now pitching.
So
for
the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. 1 for 3. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Up and
That's
in,
ball two.
and it's 2-2. Now one missed. Towards first, slides for the stop, over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Isaac Paredes digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Lucas Gilbert, the left-hander, up and throwing. And ball one.
2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, it was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Alvarez, the next to hit, takes outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
2 outs. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Here's a 2-0. Fought off foul. Just
that ball
missed.
went out.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Now batting the first
So now it's the
baseman,
4-hole hitter,
Walker.
Christian Walker. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Check swing, called strike. Alvarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, right side. They get the force, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now 6-2. You're dialed into the show. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia.
Michael Toglia.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
That's inside.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one not close, and the count is filled up. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Bryant now. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That clips the corner.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that's
1 ball,
downstairs.
2 strikes.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one outside. The count now 2-2. And there's a ball.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next.
First and second, no outs. Nolan Jones will hit next. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped in the air, left field, nabs it, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyro Estrada.
Here's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 1 out. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. Fouled off left side. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Count is 3-2.
In the dirt. Got it. 2 away.
Now batting.
So first and second with 2 outs. Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ball 3.
And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Jacob Stallings. Hard hit down the line and left. And no one can get there. One run across. 2 runs are in. Headed for the plate. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
How about that? Clears the bases. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there. So once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Forrest Whitley done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Pitching
Houston.
change here. Caleb
Number
Thornton.
63.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep
Caleb
the score
Thornton.
right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. That's too low.
That's down.
And that is ball 1. Line drive. And that'll do it. 3 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and 1 man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Rockies 9 and the Astros 2.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back.
The
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
52.
Scott Alexander.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike
Leading
zone.
off for Houston.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And ball 1. Alexander, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2010. Now a screamer into the outfield. Jones makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. That's outside,
That's a ball.
and it's 1-1. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Lucas Gilbreth getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Here's a 1-1. That one ripped, but foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the
Now
bullpen
batting,
is following
left fielder,
suit. It's just a
Chaz
good day as a
McCormick.
manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Chas McCormick. First pitch just misses. A little bit low. And a foul ball. Fouls one off. 2-2. One strike away. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Ben Gamel up next for the Astros. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies slugged their way to a win in this one.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.